Hello everybody. Here I was thinking I should go live and do a broadcast crashing Zoom meetings. And then I'm going through my messages, which I'm inundated with at the moment, and we've discovered there's actually a lawsuit against Nick Petrillo and Christopher Delgado. Now, Nick is going after Christopher for breach of contract. Nick, the chief operating officer of Goliath Ventures, is going after Christopher for non-payment. What the hell is going on? So this lawsuit was filed on the 23rd of January 2026 and I was trying to get the name right. Broward County, Florida, by TwentyWon, get this, 21, I think it's like wontongs, but anyway, TwentyWon Ventures LLC against Goliath Ventures Inc. It's a breach of contract case. Not a rumor, not a social media drama, an actual court filing. Now, I can tell you, Nick, you are in jurisdiction, not like the fake, phony, stupid case they've tried to file against me. So TwentyWon says it deposited a substantial funds into Goliath for crypto liquidity pool activity. The contract is very explicit. TwentyWon principal was guaranteed. The principal was guaranteed. Now, we've been talking about how these contracts are all guaranteed with some insurer company that no one can get their hands on, which everyone should be redeeming about now. The money was supposed to be returned on request. Oh my God, really, Nick? Did you not get your money back? Withdrawals were meant to be processed in 5 to 7 business days. Sound familiar, guys? With only limited circumstances for allowing delays. So Nick has tried to take his money out of Goliath Ventures as the chief operating officer of Goliath Ventures. This sounds like something I've been reading in the news lately. Most importantly, the contract states the principal must be returned in full, without loss, regardless of performance. Sound familiar? I'm sitting here chatting with my Avengers before I went live, which was meant to be live half an hour ago, and we just cannot comprehend what we're actually hearing now. This is, in my opinion, a tactic by Nick to save his ass after promoting Goliath Ventures to all his friends and families and bringing in millions of dollars for Goliath Ventures, and now he's going to file a lawsuit against a company where he's the chief operating manager. Now, just to put it in perspective here, this is actually the court filing. Now, if you want to read for yourself, because we still haven't even, the ink hasn't even dried, the link to this document is actually hosted on my website. So you can go into the description of this video and get this court document yourself. Now, it's 32 pages long, and you can go through and read to your heart content. Now, if you don't know who the company is, TwentyWon, I see. So I've actually got a space in there. Is it Won Holdings? This is actually Nick's company. Now, there is also another person involved in here when we're still digging through it, and that's Jane Newton from Canada, which is quite neat. So here you go. You've got they just recently have removed Matt Burke from the website. And thank you to everyone with the new phone numbers that we've been receiving. We just about have the phone numbers of everybody in Goliath Ventures. And if you want to help us with our investigation, please do reach out to us with intel, and you can find me quite easily. So who is that? I don't know. Don't know. Somebody's ringing me right now, and I don't even know who it is, so I'm not going to take that call. Unfortunately, you'll have to wait. All right, so you got Christopher here as the chief executive officer, and then you've got Nick Petrillo, chief operating officer, the COO, and of course your health and fitness instructor who's now driving around in obviously a new Lamborghini. So it's very, very exciting. And all the other people have been scrubbed off the website. 18 people were originally here. Now, this morning, we have written to Lee asking for verification of an unpaid $723,000 airline bill where they've hired some Learjet and not paid the bill. So we're waiting to hear back from her because she's the travel director, and we'll be love to hear from her. So we're slowly going through. So yesterday's video, if you didn't cover it, we talked to Steve Davis on the phone, and he just ridiculed me because I only have 200 views on my videos. So do make sure you subscribe and make sure you watch my videos from the start to the finish. That will help me. And then Steve Davis video, if you haven't caught up with that, it's a real hoot. It's got over 200 views already. Thanks, Steve. Awesome. Dave, well, have another cigar. All these guys, Tomo, we've got all the phone numbers of everyone in case. Actually, I don't have Casey's phone number yet. So if we could have that, that would be awesome. And Marty's we don't have. But as you can see, these people have been scrubbed from the website. But isn't this incredible? So let me continue with this court case. And we will just go down with, and I'll continue reading it so we get most of it. Like the number. Okay, so Goliath did not return the principal. Oh my goodness. Nick is complaining that the company that he represents isn't paying him the money, despite the written guarantee. What guarantee? Second, a master service agreement. So Nick's got another level above what most investors have had, and he's not happy. So under this agreement, the TwentyWon acted as an account manager for Goliath partners, onboarding clients, managing accounts, handling communication, and in producing reports. In return, Goliath was required to pay management fees. TwentyWon says, I'm going to just call it Nick from now on. Nick says he performed the work. So Nick's been actively in the company, and because of this, he's got a master service agreement, and now he's demanding to be paid by Christopher, like every investor is. If that guy's going after Christopher, then everybody who's sitting here thinking that some miracle is going to happen and Christopher's going to get the money, what you really want to do, and this isn't really, I don't want to start inciting people, but Christopher is in Florida at the moment. We know where he lives. If you want to go and stop him from fleeing back to Dubai, now would be a good time. Just saying, if I had lost over $100,000 to someone like Chris, I would be physically asking and demanding him for money. Remember, he just spent $150,000 on a tiki tour to Thailand to go to the concert, which is just unheard of. Right, Goliath did not pay the fees owed. Oh my God, Nick did not get paid. I'll just scroll down a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more. I'm not actually reading from this document in case you think I am. I'm actually just telling you, I'm reading my introduction notes first. So the lawsuit urges two clear breaches, failed to return guaranteed principal. So Nick's invested in Goliath Ventures. Good on you, Nick. Failure to pay agreed management fees. Oh dear, everyone's in the same boat, aren't they? So is this Nick's attempt to actually, how do I say it? Is this Nick's attempt to say he's a victim? Right, so Nick is seeking repayment of money. Like, does he really think Christopher's got a pile of money or crypto sitting there where he can pay him? And on what grounds has Nick thought that this was a good opportunity? We showed yesterday's video how they had that meeting with all the partners and then told all the executives, all the promoters, all the salesmen, and then told them they're now all partners in Goliath Ventures, didn't we? So did Nick not think that video, that conference that he was at, wasn't telling everyone that they were doing things illegally before they got to this stage? Interesting fact, fun fact as well, he's actually going after Goliath Ventures in Waitomo. What do they call that place? What, I can't even say it. Hold up. I have to go back to the start here. Get this right. So Wyoming, that's what I meant to say. So he's going after Goliath Ventures in Wyoming. Most of the damage was done not in Wyoming, but in Florida, where they shut the company down on the 3rd of December. I mean, this is absolutely a joke. Anyway, let me carry on and get my introduction out of the way. I'm going to go back to my face so you can stay more focused. A key point worth stressing in my live ChatGPT, oh, Steve Davis will be loving this one. ChatGPT told me, Steve, that this case directly contradicts any claim that everyone gets paid or that withdrawals are just delayed for technical reasons. This is nothing to do with technical reasons. A chief operating officer would not be going after a company if he had his hand on his heart and said, I'm waiting for the SBN license to come through. No, he would not be doing a lawsuit and demanding payments if he really thought it was a technical audit that he's waiting for or a license to come through that he's waiting for. No, he knows better because he's the chief operating manager of Goliath Ventures is suing Christopher because he hasn't been paid. He's not, Christopher's will just need to go to court and say, oh, we're just waiting for the SBN license to come through, or we're just waiting for the audit to finish. Christopher, why would you do this to the company that you're the chief operating officer to? Why? And why is your name still on the website? Surely you're not still going to the office. Oh, they don't have any offices. Oh, yes, they do. $8.5 million office in the Chase building in downtown Orlando where they've shut the company down. Are you guys reading this stuff? I'm getting more and more excited. I'm going to fall off my chair in a minute. According to the lawsuit, a contractual agreement was broken. No shit, Sherlock. Also important, the contract for Florida is the governing I've got to read this because it's just too exciting.
The contract's name Florida is the governing jurisdiction, and the case was filed exactly where the agreements say disputes should be handled. This isn't forum shopping, it's by the book.
So they're going after Florida, in Florida, for a company that's based in Wyoming. I mean, come on. Bottom line for viewers, this is what ChatGPT told me to say, Steve. This is a business partner, not a random internet critic, saying under oath that Goliath Venture took money, promised it backed, and never did. So it took the money, promised it was backed, and never did. If you want, I've got the scenario. So it's so new, ladies and gentlemen, that I haven't even had a chance to go through it all. And if you want to, and you're a fast reader, this is an action for damages exceeding $50,000. Exclusive. Why don't we just read it? Because this is like, I don't even know if I can read this. I don't know if the computer's going to be clever enough to let me read this with my my ability. I can't even read. Yesterday's meeting was so funny because Steve Davis was in here and he was saying that I can't even read. And he was also saying that I only get like 200 visitors on my videos. And I said, isn't that crazy? He probably doesn't realize I'm an investigative journalist. I investigate stuff. I'm not a YouTuber. So everything I do, I document on YouTube and I go fishing on YouTube for leads. And that helps my investigation. My database is 140 people of interest who have decided to keep quiet instead of coming forward with information. Today, we found out that Christopher hasn't paid his travel bill for the airline that he hires when he travels. We would actually like to know the name of the airline. We will find it. We've got a few leads. We have already chipped out a few emails. But if you are being owed $123,000 for flights not paid for, and you're an airline, you want to reach out to us and tell us who you are and why you think they haven't been paid, please do contact us. But in the meantime, let's have a listen to the nature of the action. Ooh, is it going to work? I don't think it's going to work. I don't think my computer can actually read this, and I don't want to read it because I'll just get it wrong. But what we can do, okay, I'll tell you what we can do because we use
21
technology.
Ventures v Goliath Ventures PDF 1, 32.
No,
200.
it's not going to work. So what we're going to do is going to go into ChatGPT and look, everybody, and I'll go into my Goliath folder. And we will go and chuck that in there. I bet everyone's beady eyes looking at that. Could you please recreate this document so I can read it word for word? There we go. And then we'll get it. Thanks, Queen of Karma. Nice to see my Avengers in here. You should have been... so there should have been an airline that was paid $723,000 that hadn't. We've got 140 people in Goliath Ventures. So if you're holding back and you haven't reached out to us, you're absolutely crazy. Because the file is long, I cannot read it for word. Download a Word document. That's good. Oh, Queen of Karma. My reader's here. Oh my God. I'm just too excited. I'm trying to get myself organized here. I don't even think this will work. All right, I need a reader. We've got a reader. Hold on a minute. You might be off the hook here yet. Let me see if I can put this out there. Hold it. We've got We'll see how good ChatGPT is in a hurry, eh? All right, I've got a document. Hold on, I'll get you in there a second. She's ready to read. My reader is here. I'm so excited, I can't even click on the right button. This is the problem. I think that just stuffed it up. So we definitely need a reader. I've got a reader, and she's coming on stage. There she is. She's on stage. Boom! There's my reader. I'll put you down here.
You were reading it. I was so proud of you.
Oh, I was trying. I got criticized yesterday by Steve.
You were doing so good. I was like, Danny, you've gone from not being able to read a sentence to reading lawsuits.
Well, to be honest, I'm too excited. This is like the best fun I've had with my I won't say. That's not sounding too good. All right, well, I'll read it, and then you tell me when I need a hand. You can pipe up. How's that sound?
Okay.
All right, because I quite like reading. I'm getting better at it. So this is an action for damages exceeding $50,000, exclusive of interest, attorney fees, and costs arising from defendant breaches of 2 written agreements. The dispute arises out of an agreement involving crypto. This is so funny. Did Nick really think they were doing crypto liquidity pool trading and decentralized finance? Oh, that's funny, isn't it? Decentralized means that it's not regulated, right? And now all of a sudden they want to file a lawsuit in a regulated jurisdiction, so they can go after somebody in a decentralized platform, which is just ridiculous in my opinion. If you want to go into crypto and it's decentralized and you lose your money, then use decentralized recovery methods rather than going to the real-time law. That's what they do, isn't it? They all think they can now go back to the law and recover their crypto.
Yeah,
anyway.
Well, dysregulation is great until you get fucked over by it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It's just like it's like anarchy. It's like we're going to drive a car through the streets of New York, and we're just not going to follow any of the red lights. We're not going to look at the crossings. We're not going to stop when we have to. We're just going to do whatever we like because it's decentralized. But then when the accident happens and you run over and you kill somebody, then all of a sudden, where's the policeman? That's what it's like, isn't it?
Right.
So anyway, this is liquidity pool. General refers to a pool of deposited digital assets, often 2 assets paired together, that is used to exchange or protocol to. I'm not going to do it. This is going to get worse. Right, you're hired.
Good. Used by an exchange or protocol to facilitate trading.
Boom. Keep going.
So usually like a couple softwares.
Yeah, I'm just going to click a button to make sure. It means it might sound. Again, okay, hopefully we've got good sound now. I'm just making sure after yesterday's performance. Right, rather than relying on traditional order book trades to execute against the pool, the pool's participants can earn fees generating. Oh, look, we can't read this. This is 32 pages. I'm not reading 32 pages. I don't care about these guys that much. But I can tell you a funny story, though. Do you know I text everybody in Goliath Ventures before we went live?
ChatGPT asked them to do a summary.
A summary. Oh, I have.
Yeah.
I read that as my introduction. So we have actually done that. Yeah. So, but maybe we don't need to go crazy but
they are mentioning Florida. So maybe they are getting sued for what happened in Florida. It's just now they're in Wyoming, right?
They got no offices in Wyoming. No, this is how stupid this is a witch hunt. I mean, this is how stupid this is. Nick, the chief operating idiot, chief operating officer, and Christopher, the CEO, are now going head to head in a lawsuit. So either Nick's not very intelligent, because Nick is theoretically one that's operating the company. And now Nick has got a super contract where he was meant to be paid for everything he's doing. And now everyone has been told that the reason why the company's FUBAR'd is because they needed an audit done. So an auditor was employed to go through the company and make sure everyone had total peace of mind, because potentially banks are shutting down, money's been frozen. No one's been paid since October unless you squawk loud enough and you're going to threaten to go to the media. And then everyone's saying, like even yesterday, this guy, Steve Davis, was trying to tell me that I've been telling lies. So I said, okay, well, what lies have I been telling you? And all he could do was make fun of my last name. And nothing, nothing at all could he come up with anything. And then I said, well, tell us where the money is then. Prove me wrong. And he goes, oh, don't you know where the money is? And I go, well, no one knows where the money is. It's all gone.
That's
and now,
problem.
And then you've got Nick, who's like the chief operating officer, is now going after Christopher for the same reason. This is just ridiculous.
Well, no, it's not good when your CEO sues you for lack of funding.
No. And
that's actually not good at all.
No, it's pretty bad. So I thought what would only be fair if we actually ring up Nick now and see if he wants to talk to us. So I'm going to ring up Nick. So let's just have a see. Let's see if Nick wants to talk to us. I'm just curious. Just curious if Nick wants to tell us all about it. Can you hear that ringing?
It's worth a shot.
Well, why not? I sent him a text before we went live, so I know he'd be watching. Right, and what Susie's saying in the chat room, despite the dispute arises out of an arrangement involving cryptocurrency liquidity pools.
Mm-hmm. So they must have had an agreement to get paid out of the pool somehow.
Yeah, no, Nick doesn't want to talk to us. I don't know why Nick doesn't want to talk to us. Wonder if Alex might want to talk to us. Alex is the next guy who wants to talk to us because he's actually a fitness instructor and now he drives around in a Lamborghini. And I heard that everyone got fired in...
everybody.
Well, everyone except Alex. And I want to find out why he didn't get fired.
Alex.
Well, Chris said you got to look after your health, you see. It's just like... So Alex is a fitness instructor who got fired once previously and then crawled his way back into Goliath. He'd be wishing he didn't get brought back in. Now, these guys that are all what they call alpha males are all too scared to talk. They're all too scared to talk. Yeah. So why would they be too scared to talk? So I think...
well, honestly, the macho males, they don't want to be seen as a victim of anything.
Oh, I see.
Right? Like they do all toxic masculinity. I'm a big macho guy and no one can mess with me sort of like persona. Yeah. So it is harder for people like that to kind of be like, yeah, this thing might have tricked me.
Yeah. So that means Matthew Burke doesn't want to talk to me today. Oh, it's all these people that don't want to talk to me today. It's really sad. I can ring up Chris and his girlfriend. Today. So I'm now ringing up Chris's girlfriend, Ty, and Christopher. But that one of them's going to answer. Let's hope.
What about the rest of these guys? Did they get fired?
Oh, well, everyone's fired except Alex. But we know that. Now, why would Nick still be on the website? Is he still working for the company?
Well, it's like he hasn't taken anyone off the website.
No, he has. He took Matt Burke off the website yesterday. So, yeah. So, and you're probably wondering who Matt Burke is. Well, let me show you.
I know who Matt Burke is.
I'm going to show you.
I do,
anyway.
but you can tell us again.
Yeah. So if you come down to, Chris doesn't want to talk to me. Chris, come on the line. This is your moment to say to everybody that the money's safe and secure. Because this is the problem.
Your money's fine.
Yeah, your money's fine.
I'm asking you to have them sign NDAs and confidentiality agreements to protect you.
Oh.
If they are signed and they are in breach, which means the company will go after them. If you have failed that, I will spend every dollar I have.
Which isn't many dollars by the sounds of it. Chris would have would be hiding all the money. Say that again?
What was Matt? What was he in before this?
Well, he's got his own company called not Black Block, which is very similar to a proper company.
Yes, Black. That's what it is. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and look at this greaseball.
Black Block's thing. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm going to bring up Piers Curry. You broke up then. Say that again.
Am I breaking up?
Oh, it's ducking, which is when it's because I dominate the mic.
Hold on. I'll come back. I'll go in my other browser. It might be the browser.
All right. I'm just going to ring up Piers Curry and see if he wants to talk to Danny. Danny boy. Oh, call failed. Oh, maybe he blocked me. That's not very nice. But we do have other things that we can do. Let's see if we can copy that number and go to here. Hunter. Oh, Hunter. Hunter? Oh, Ed, hold it. We might have Hunter's phone number. Okay, so we're going to ring up Hunter. Hunter's was out of it ages ago, and his mother's meant to be really lovely, and she's trying to save him from grief, if you don't know. Let's have a listen here. So it is really exciting. So if you have just tuned in, there is actually I'm just going to ring up Hunter and see if he answers the phone. There's Queen Karma coming back. There she is. Hello.
Is that better?
Yep. I'm just ringing up Hunter Smallback, which is still on the website, and seeing what he wants to be there. So if you don't know Hunter, where's he gone? Is he there?
Is he also taken off? That would be funny.
Oh, I think he's gone. Hunter's gone. Where'd Hunter go?
Huh.
Oh, there's another person. Oh, they're all dropping off like flies. I don't know why they just don't take the website down. And we've got access to the back end whenever we like, all the time. And we go in here and we can see that everyone's been hyper compounding their money. That we've got contracts people have signed, contracts, we've got crypto addresses, everything we ever wanted. It's just streaming in now. It is actually quite sad because there's a lot of people out there. But Hunter doesn't want to talk to me. No one wants to talk to me. Why do you guys want to talk to me? I think we just have to ring back Steve Davis because he was a bit of a crack up. So let's
wondering why there's only a couple of them taken off the website, and then the guy that's suing them. That is kind of weird.
Yeah. Oh, Tomo's blocked me. Oh, no one wants to talk to Danny. What is wrong with you guys? Let's ring up a few
They're
people.
all scared of you, Danny.
Oh,
They're
look, and
all
I'm just a little YouTuber, and I've taken down Goliath. It's just like, you can't make this shit up. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Let's go. All right. Christopher doesn't want to talk to me. David. We've got David. David, I can't even remember his name, but I haven't rung him. Let's ring him up. See if he wants to talk to me.
Hi there, you've reached David. I'm unavailable to take the call right now, so please leave your name and number after the tone, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
G'day, David. Danny De Heck, investigative journalist based in New Zealand. Don't know if you know me or not, but I'm just wondering if you heard about the court case Nick has filed against Christopher. Lack of payments, no payments coming in. If you've got any information about that, please ring me up. It would be awesome to hear from you. See you, David. Oh, it's wonder. Yeah. Oh, it's all happening, I'll tell you. Just trying to... David. Yes.
There are actually a lot of attorneys in Florida that will take these scam cases. I feel like Florida is one of the better places, states for that.
I've got Jason's phone number. Do you know who Jason is? Jason's in the lawsuit. He's also going after Christopher. And I just realized I've got his phone number. So let's see if we can ring him up. That would be awesome.
Was he part of 21?
I don't know what he is. Let's go ring him on mobile. Ringing up Jason Newton. Jason Newton has apparently brought in... Oh, hung up. Jason Newton has apparently brought in 120 million for Goliath for Canadians. So you're in Canada? That must
I'm in Canada.
Oh, let's ring him on WhatsApp and see if he answers me on that one. Allowed to use the mic.
I am. I'm in Ottawa too, the place you want to be for things like this.
Yeah. Go on, Jason.
I'm where the movement is.
Right, Jason Newton. So we've actually, when you get to the end of a jigsaw puzzle and you've filled out all the bits, this is where we are at the moment. I mean, this basically, one of my Avengers pointed out to me today that Goliath Ventures doesn't have an operations manager anymore because they just got rid of Matt Burke. So there's no one, a compliance officer, I should say. So there's no compliance officer for...
That's bad, yeah.
Yeah. So this company is running now with no rigging on their yacht. It's like we're actually now the Titanic with no engines. We're sinking. It's going down. Even the life rafts don't have any engines on them. And everyone's trying to... The friggin' Nick is trying to say he's a victim. He's the guy that's meant to be 50-50 here with this boy. That's why he's sitting right next to him. And now he's going to the courts to say, oh, Christopher hasn't paid me. I thought I was getting money from liquidity pool trading. I've never seen any proof of it. And I'm the...
Well, that's the thing, is it's scam money. It's like dirty money that they're fighting for in court.
Oh, you know, and even if I were to take the piss out of these guys even more, this image that you see here...
Wait, are they still promoting it, though?
Oh, they've got no hope. No one's... If anyone's signed up with this... I mean, Piers Curry was doing...
If they promote it and they don't have a compliance officer...
Yeah.
And they make illegal income claims and you report them to the FTC and the SEC, then it all falls back on Christopher.
Wow.
Because he fired his compliance. You have to have compliance in order for the company to not be at fault.
But this is the point, Queenie Karma. This company has never had its ducks legally in a row. And people, what they have been doing is they've been, you know, like we got a contract today and the guy was getting 6% return per month. You know, what the hell? 6%, he put $100,000 in and he took out a $20,000 of his own money back, and then he's been hyper compounding his money. It's been building up in the back end. The whole back end of this website, I wish I could show you, but it would expose somebody who's come forward to us. But the whole back end of this website is a joke. There's no way that you can actually put your wallet address in there and get your money out. The only way that you can get your money out is going back to people that have been...
blockchain.
Sorry?
It's basically a fake blockchain is what you're telling me. Like, there is no...
Exactly. And everybody, all the contracts that we are getting are from people that have been removed off the website. So you've got these people who have set up LLC companies, been taking money from Goliath Ventures to pay the investors that are actually Goliath Ventures investors. So they've been, and I don't want to say the word money laundering because people tell me I shouldn't say that, but they're handling the money from Goliath Ventures, bringing it into their company, and then paying Goliath Ventures
and then
investors.
they're washing it and then handing it back out again.
What the if is that, guys? And these guys, like Steve Davis, the guy that was giving me a hard time yesterday, and it was friggin' hilarious. If you haven't seen the video, this guy is a friggin' fireman. He's not a financial advisor. And all he could do, like this video here, you've just got to ring up Stephen Davis now. It's good to have their phone numbers.
Plug my ears.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Susie!
And news to hand. Onyx Reserve, off the record, cannot verify this. Believe it or don't, entirely your decision, has been giving Goliath Ventures money for investments. So if you're invested in Onyx Reserve, get them. They've already sent me a statement claiming, really in a hurry, when I was going to go live with the video, they sent me this email all in red writing, basically telling me that they have never invested in Goliath Ventures. Well, news to hand, people are now telling me that Onyx Reserve has been investing in Goliath Ventures, and I can't verify it. So if you...
Is that Onyx Lifestyle?
No.
Or is that a different Onyx?
No, it's Onyx Reserve. They're all over the place. Their domain name 3 years ago was used for some sort of like shady porny site, and then they've just come up with this.
There's an MLM that does BTC securities fraud that is called Onyx Lifestyle, and because when you just said that, I just went and looked on behind MLM because I have Oz's website memorized.
Yeah. No.
So I was like, is it the same
No.
one?
This company's completely different. This isn't like multi-level mark. What is this company here? We've started investigating them. They have some ducks in a row, but you certainly couldn't start up a circus show with the amount of ducks they've got. They have not done things properly, and these guys are now in the shit. And they had Matt Burke on their system. I mean, would you invest with a company Can you say that name?
Minky Mason.
Minky Mason works for us. I'm just saying, but I mean, I shouldn't make fun because I would make him. Yeah, but this is the thing. If you go to Onyx Reserve, right? So all these websites that you see of all these people offering high percent returns for investment. No, that's not the one I wanted. I'm very excited today because so let's just have a look. I just want to go here, right? So this tells you everything about a website when it's 2018. No one's visiting it. It's just a dead website. So we went here yesterday out of curiosity just to see how long's the website been going for. And what we've managed to find is some Chinese site with this sort of carry on.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, and then we've got ladies like this. Thank goodness they've redacted.
That's Katy Perry's music video.
Oh, is it?
She's dating our ex-prime minister here in Canada, Justin Trudeau.
All right, good intel. So Onyx Reserve is a company that if you search here, and let's just go images, it's all about cigars.
Yeah, they're a cigar company.
Oh, are they? I didn't know that. So
that's what it is. That the one you're talking about. That, but I was asking if they were similar because it makes more sense to me that Onyx Lifestyle would have.
No, but this is the point. This is the point of everything they do. We've got My Black Block. You've got My Wealth Management. You've got everyone's passing off somebody's name that is similar. It's like saying, I'm going to start up a company and call it Apple, and it's going to be called My Apple. And then all of a sudden you go there I'm offering similar services, and they all pass off. Like these guys here have got a brand name, and they're trying to, I believe that they're trying to, claim that they are something similar. They're trying to pass off an established brand, and it just F's me off, to be really blunt. But, and these guys are, I don't know whether they hire their lemos or they've got lemos, but they if you go to this guy's, this is the disgusting part. If you go to their, I'm going to have to do it now. I've gotten this far down the track, but let's go Onyx Reserve and let's go to YouTube, and let's search for the Onyx Reserve, and hopefully we'll find their, no, we're going to be swamped by cigars. I'm just going to whip it over to another screen so I can go and get there. So what I'm getting at here is this guy, Eric, has a YouTube channel, and he's telling people that they can get 6 to 8% return per month. And I'm going, well, where do you get that from? I'll see if I can bring them up. What have we got? Okay.
Yeah, because that should be an illegal income claim.
Well, now that we have heard intel, and we can't verify it's true and genuine, so we'll give them that. But if you go to this guy's, so this is Eric McNeil, and you've got the typical photo with the hawk on your arm, and you're living life. And now when you put more,
that's an interesting one.
Oh, look at this. Passive income. Now, read it and weep. I'm documenting that. Passive income of 5 to 7 every month. That's what he's got on his YouTube channel description. He's even got a scripture. So how can
they do that?
Yeah. So how do they verify? And now we've got intel telling us that these guys may have actually been investing with Goliath. Now, does this take it to another level? If we look at the original contracts that we have with My Black Block were offering people that they were told that they would have to invest over $100,000 and they would get 2% return per month. So they were trying to, and they were white labeling Goliath Ventures package. So they would literally get $100,000 investor in, get them in here to My Black Block, and then go to Christopher and put that money in Christopher's 3% return per month. And when they get paid, they go and pay their customer under Black Block with 2% per month and scoop off. That was like their white labeled servicing Christopher's. Now, I can't insinuate that this guy here, who was very upset when I wanted to mention his name and what he's doing, and he's ghosted us since. Are you telling me that this guy wasn't doing something similar? Draw your own conclusion. But why have this guy not answered my prudent questions we sent him after we discovered his association? And also, it just gets worser and worser. I know that's not a word, but I do like using that word. When you go to my website, you know, this is what we discovered. We go to Goliath Ventures and scoot to the bottom. You see one of my 29 blogs. I've even got sick of writing blogs about this one. The collapse of Goliath Ventures, mispromised narrative control, the calm before the storm. Well, it's getting a bit stormy now. So here, videos, and we come down here enough. Boom. And there's the photo of Matt Burke's in here. Ugh. And it's just amazing. And look, compliance, black block, not black lock.
Shit.
You know, and this is playing with your brain, people. These guys, this guy here, Eric and Tom, hired a parish from a church that the church doesn't even want him on their website anymore, scrubbed him off it. And now these guys are saying, we didn't know that. And just recently we saw some more.
What did he do at the church?
What?
What did he do at the church?
He was a parish.
No, but like, why did he get removed? Because usually when they get removed from the church, it's not for a good thing at all.
Oh, well, the church doesn't want to talk to us for some reason. I don't know why it is. But Burke, is it Matt? I always got his name Burke wrong, is it? Matthew Burks. Burks? How do I get Burks right? Oh, there he is. So let's go have a look at, this is a guy that's told everyone. So you've got this guy here.
He wrapped that prayer up a little quicker than I was anticipating, and I forgot to unmute myself. You got to give me more time, my man. Really cut me off there. Hey.
He doesn't touch kids?
That's literally the main reason why they kick people out of the church and then don't talk to the press about it.
Oh, they had a few more reasons when I was in the Jehovah's Witness thing. Is it pastor? Am I saying it wrong? Pastor? Susie's put that in the chat room. It's behind my head up
what
here.
Are you saying?
Pastor. So that's Matt Burke there. And then you've got Matt Burke over here somewhere else. So Matt Burke's, so he's a busy man, Matt Burke's, but that's him when he was in the church. So if you go to the Redemption Church now.
Lord.
Yep. Lordy. So Jesus changes everything. And then you come in
for Matt.
Yeah. And these are lovely people. So if you come here now, you won't find Matt Burke on here. So you've got a man of the cloth, if you want to use that word. And he is now a financial advisor, giving people financial advice. Get involved in the church. Menu, you can turn that on. Ministry. So if you come here, you've got kids ministries.
That's why I was a little worried.
Yeah, kids. Oh my God, I don't want to go there. We've got enough Steed files.
At the church, that's never good.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, so, this is interesting. So Matt used to be in one of these like photos, so he might still be in here. But this was connected the gospel. This is part of the community of the church that Matt Burke, they'll have to delete the videos. So he's been scrubbed from the website.
He's not on there at all.
No. So that's a shame.
He was a pastor, not a priest. I guess it's different because he's not Catholic.
Oh, okay. Ministries, about us, staff and leaders. So he used to be in here. So he was
pastoral staff. Yeah, he'd be there.
So he used to be up the top here, and now he's disappeared. And the other day when I did this live, these were all blurry, and I thought, something's gone wrong, and now they're not. So maybe they fixed it. Oh, is he here? Oh, I'm just dying to bump into him. So all these lovely people who go to church have realized that Matt Burke's probably been trying to get them involved in investment opportunities, telling everyone that he's a financial advisor when he's not even registered with FinCEN. And now all the wheels are falling off. The church doesn't even want anything to do with him, But
it could just be for the scam.
he wrapped that prayer.
Yeah, but he should get,
Tempter came to him and said, if you are the Son of God, command these stones to become loaves of bread. But Jesus answered, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone.
now what he
He's
wants.
kind of twinky. Like, I can't help it.
He's what?
Kind of a twink.
Well, I think it'd be quite nice, instead of making the loaves, making more loaves, he could get more people's crypto and make more crypto and return the money that he's told people that they should invest in an opportunity where it's not even they're not even regulated. And in this video, which the video of him, he's telling people not to use the word investment, and it's a private equity.
Because here's the thing, crypto doesn't have to be regulated, but investments do. Right.
So they call it a private equity firm. Have I got that right, Suze? And, you just can't make this up.
That's the loophole.
Yeah. So if I come to...
What's the glide path of money?
This is the funniest screenshot ever. Now, this is absolutely batshit crazy. You won't be able to read it, kids, but if you go to the video on my YouTube channel, you can find this. This is the disclaimer for Goliath Ventures. And the whole video, they were talking about how they're not an investment company, but their own disclaimer talks about investments all the way through it. It is riddled with investments, this, investment, that. I can't even...
That's helpful.
Yeah. So if I was to get this and take a screenshot of it and ask ChatGPT...
Yeah, they're calling it a private equity fund because then technically they don't have to register. But the second it becomes a public
Sorry, go on.
thing that people invest in,
Hold
then
it.
you have
Sorry.
to register with the SEC.
Yes, I know. And that other one, Onyx Reserve have registered with the SEC, but not completely. They've done some things but haven't done other things. So Onyx Reserve is the other company that we're investigating now.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, 1 minute. Just give me a second. Wait a second. Hold it. Can you please tell me whether this important information is for a private equity company or an investment company? Because they claim they're not an investment company. And I want a breakdown of their important information using the screenshot. Okay, here we go. Now, are you back? When I click a button, it cuts you off and makes me talk.
It's like...
All right.
See, security law disclaimers. So they technically then they would have to register with the SEC.
Right. And they haven't.
No, because they're doing what Ash Mufara's doing with Victory with Ash is what they're doing. They're running a public business where they want customers and people to buy in, but they want to call it private so that they can skirt around the law.
Right. We got a guy on our live the other day who gave me a link, and he was claiming that if they set up a company, they can only have 100 people in it. And he was probably going down that same road, telling everyone it's a private venture fund. But, so this is, so the disclaimer that's on their own website, which I just showed you, which is here, has been broken down by ChatGPT. And it says security law disclaimers, forward-looking statement protections, regulatory risk shielding, investor due diligence language. Those are not used by the ordinary service companies. They're used when money is being placed at risk with an exception of a return. Whether you can call themselves an investment company or not is legally irrelevant. Regulators look at substance, not labels. So they can call themselves whatever. Because if you go, back, this, you can screenshot this if you're trying to watch this in the background later on.
Recipients should conduct their own due diligence. That suggests that there's a risk in the investment, and since it's with people of the public, that's why you would have to register it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Oh, I get it. I mean, and this is what
and they're naming the SEC. You have to register with them if you're.
Yeah, but we're not disputing that. We know they haven't. They've done nothing. This is what we're doing. We're just highlighting that everything that their disclaimer says is set up for the wrong type of company they claim to be. They're not a private equity firm. They are actually offering, full-on investment opportunities. And they're even in that video telling people that they need to go after verified investors now, people that can prove that they have $100,000 to basically waste before they get involved. It's just, like if you haven't watched this video.
If you're seeking out people in the public to invest, then it's not a private equity company. And if you can have anyone come in as a customer and then invest in you, then it's not private. The end.
I know, but we're definitely not disputing that. This is how crazy it is. So even the insurance, some of the claims, like it's, for us, even yesterday we looked at this and went, oh my God, because every time we look at this, we even find other people that we thought we've been trying to find people. Oh, it's hard to explain, but basically this video here is their sword. Their contracts are their sword that they're going to fall on. Everything about what they are saying, it's like saying, I don't know what it's like saying, but it's like dressing up in a uniform as a policeman, impersonating a police officer, and then going and arresting people or trying to give people traffic tickets and then claiming that you're not a real policeman. But you're dressed up as a policeman, you've got the baton, you've got the handcuffs, you've even got the big flashlight, and you're telling everyone that you're not law enforcement. But everything you're telling people to do with their money is saying that you are a policeman. But, and that's what it's like. And that's why, to me, I'm sitting here thinking, well, going back to what we started with today, is we have got a lawsuit. I mean, this is the grand finale. Nick Petrillo, the guy that has been working with Chris, and theoretically Chris has been helping him sell his company. Both these guys have just bought an $8.5 million house, right? Christopher claims that he's bought an $8.5 million office in downtown Orlando in the Chase building. Now, we've got receipts.
And they haven't paid anyone.
We've got receipts that their building costs $3.2 million. Anybody in the real estate game can look up the company that owns that company, that building that he purchased, and you will see he paid $3.2 million for it, not $8.5 million as he claimed. So add all that money up together. What's 8, 16, 22? We're talking $23,500,000. These two individuals have purchased just in the last 12 months, not excluding the $4 million worth of cars. And you've got Steve Davis just bought himself a new McLaren. You've got Alex here who's just bought himself a new Lamborghini. You've got Matthew down here who's just bought himself a new Ferrari. All these guys, and Tomo is a wimp who's meant to be the toughest, more macho guy on the planet, is hanging around Orlando like he owns the place, and he's too chicken to come and talk to us about anything. I mean, this guy thinks he's a frigging gangster, and he's a wimp. He won't answer his phone. Don't want to talk to anybody now, but he's hashtag Goliath strong. If you go and look up all the hashtags and the stupid posts that he does on the internet, these guys don't want anything. These guys shouldn't even be on the website because they have publicly stated they don't want anything to do with Goliath. This guy left ages ago. This guy,
that is weird that they'd still be on the website.
This guy,
why would they keep them on the website? He just wants to make it look like the company's working then.
This guy, we believe, was having an argument with Chris in public 2 nights ago, the 29th of January, in the 60 Vines bar.
He looks crazy. I'm sorry. Look at his eyes in this.
This guy in his eyes has brought in $100 million of capital for Goliath Ventures. So you can look like you're on steroids with your eyes popped out of your head and still bring in $100 million with investors' money. What do you think that guy's doing right now?
He's probably on a beach somewhere in Dubai.
Yeah, Susie just said Tomo will be the next person to file a lawsuit. Why do you think they're filing these lawsuits, guys?
I bet you they think that they can put it all on Chris Delgado.
No, it's to move the liability. Don't let these guys cry victim. These guys are not going. These guys are on. These guys are the iceberg.
On Chris.
They want to move the liability. They do. They want to. Well, they do, but they also want to go back to their. Remember, break this down. This is how simple it is. These guys have all set up their own companies. So we've got, right, here we go. So here's Nick's company here, right? 21 Holdings. This company here, this company would have been paying Nick's investors. So if you want to sue anyone for an investment opportunity, you need to sue Nick's company. Nick's company here is now suing Goliath Ventures.
He wants to keep his company, and
he's trying to move the liability.
Yeah, he's trying to put it all on Chris.
So if you're going to go after anybody, you're going to sue this company. This is why they said in this video. I mean, this is you can't make this shit up. But it's like I often go to this part here, but honestly, I feel like watching this video of everyone who's sitting on the fence.
Do they have a CFO? Do they have a chief financial officer?
Oh, well, Matt Burke probably.
Is that who that was?
Oh, my brain's fried at the moment. I'm trying to.
That would be the person that handles like the money.
Establish their own
Here we go. Listen to
LLC
this.
to do business with Goliath.
Play this video.
So instead of individuals, you'll have a company. Creates a legal barrier. It's a limited liability company, which is good. The other thing that it does is it creates a clean way for you to be paid by Chris to serve your clients.
Yeah.
Which are ultimately Goliath's clients, right? And servicing them in this.
Yeah, this whole video tells you everything they've been doing. So, look, they're telling everybody in Goliath that they. Say that again.
I said, I just remember the mirror from this video.
I know it looks dirty, but that's art. Banksy would be shocked. Look, so it's very clear that people that were in this meeting that was recorded on the 25th of February 2025 were all there as executives. Now, these guys are not the sharpest tools in the shed. They have all of a sudden started receiving copious amounts of money. Because they are young fellas, they would have gone through the school system and they probably thought this is what a real business looks like. And they would have relied on the leadership from the top. Now, you've got parish Matt Burks and you've got unqualified, well, not licensed Piers Curry. And there's also another guy, Aaron, that we discovered in this video last time. Now, these guys are telling these young fellas that they need to do things for a certain reason. They have been telling these guys that they need to set up their own companies.
Yeah, they do it all the time in MLMs. Because then again, you can Chris wants to be able to pass the blame off to the other companies. Yeah. And it sounds like a couple of these guys got smart, realized, and now they're trying to separate and put the blame back on him.
Yeah, but they're using those same companies that they've set up in the courtroom. So it's not Nick Petrillo going after Christopher. It's his company going after Christopher.
Yeah, I don't know if that will work the same.
Well,
maybe it could, because if he can prove that his company was supposed to make money, see, that's where I think that depends on if the contract was between the two companies or between the two individuals. So if the contract was instead between the two companies, then
it's too complicated for us to break down. And also we'll get all our facts wrong. You know, like at the end of the day, you've got a company owner, Nick Petrillo, is using his company for whatever reason he set that up to go after another company that's been set up in Wyoming, which is Christopher. So Christopher's only had that company going since the 4th of September because the company that started all this was closed on the 3rd of September
Florida, right?
Right. So he's now going after a company set up in Florida. So this might be a bigger game plan. We actually might be facilitating the getaway strategy. I don't know. And I'm not qualified to say this.
It could.
So what's going to happen? This is all going to be left in the courtroom for years to come. We've got government agencies going after this. This very document got sent to Homeland Security. And this is the joint venture agreement with the company's name on it. And theoretically, only one person has come to me saying that they were asked to sign the new agreements with Wyoming name on it. And we still don't know if anyone actually has got.
He should have sued Florida.
Sorry?
He should have sued Florida and maybe.
Well, that company's been shut down. You see? And so this could be, and I'm not clever enough to know what they're doing here, but what I'm getting at is only one person has told me they've signed a new, wait. Only one person has told me they've signed a contract with a new Wyoming name on it. So everybody is, I believe this could be a smokescreen to make people think that this company to sue is the one in Wyoming, which theoretically has only been going since the 4th of September. But dirty deeds have been going on for 2 years previously under the Wyoming company under the Florida company that's been shut down. And I'm not educated here to figure out what I'm talking about, to be honest. But the beautiful thing is we've now got Nick's contract right in front of us. So in this contract that you're looking at, if it's similar to the other ones, there will be a insurance policy where if payments stopped, because remember, if we go back to the original introduction I did, it's come up with some really interesting things. It basically says that they were complaining about they're seeking repayments of money, unpaid fees, interest, legal costs, and attorney fees. I mean, God's sake. I can't answer. Oh, yes, that's right. So this is the really interesting. Principal was guaranteed. This is what Nick, the chief operating officer of the company that he's going after, he's saying that the principal was guaranteed. The money was supposed to be returned on request. So when you want your money back, it's yours. Withdrawals were meant to be processed in 5 to 7 days with only limited circumstances allowing delays. So the company has been telling everyone they need an audit to be complete. They're telling everyone that they need a BSN, what is it? SBN license, whatever it is. And now he's not saying that in here. Most important, the contract states the principal must be returned in full without loss, regardless of performance. So technically speaking, this contract's basically saying it's foolproof. There's no risk. There's a guarantee. And everybody can get their money back when they've had enough. And even the bank, JP Morgan Chase, was where the money was transferred. Now, I think the wallet addresses have been omitted from here because they use money, which is, the bank account's been omitted out. So it's just, this is just bullshit. So we're meant to look at this and think, oh, good on you, Nick. Good on you, Nick. You're going after Christopher for us. That's what we want, This is ridiculous. This is just a sham. So that's what makes me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it will get very far because it's the wrong company. And again, if their original agreement, it depends on what the original agreement was.
Yeah. Hey, if anyone wants to have a look at the document, and it's in the chat room now, and also in the description of this video, you can get the link to the PDF that we're looking at. We downloaded the document, uploaded it to my web server because it was just getting too tricky to tell people how to find it themselves where it's been lodged in the courtroom. And these guys, I just think this is.
Oh yeah, they're calling it a master services agreement. So yeah, that was supposed to be grandfathered in forever, no matter what happened with the company. That's what that basically means.
And that's it. So there's 32 pages of hope.
With a risk company, though.
Say that again, sorry?
I don't know if that is a good contract, because the contract has to also be a doable contract. Like, if the contract's illegal and talking about getting paid with scam funds, I don't think that the contract can be upheld in a court of law, because the second that you're doing a crime, the contract is null, void.
This is the point that we've been doing all along, the Queen of Come. I know you've been following the story, but as I said in the very first blog that I did, the contract that people have signed isn't worth toilet paper. It's a shit contract.
Well, it can't be, because it doesn't.
Even trying to make that stand up in court. So the very first blog that we did about Goliath
That would
Ventures,
be the affiliate agreement, though, right?
No, look, it's right here. So here's the original agreement that we got. We reconstructed it because we got it in size of stamps, but we reconstructed the whole contract, and it's word for word. And that contract we said would never stand up in a courtroom. The fact that these guys, here they are, they're offering 4% return if you put in over 500,000, 3% return per month.
Yeah, but that's the contract. I was saying, did Nick sign a separate contract as an employee? Because he's a little bit different than a normal investor.
Yes, he did. Yes, that's the master agreement. We know that. Yeah. But even that contract won't stand up because the company's stupid. Everything about this is dumb. I don't think
that's going to go anywhere.
No, it won't.
I don't think you can fight that in court. It would be the same as this one. Like, they would be like, this is scam money. It's dirty money you're arguing over. We don't care. And I don't even think a judge would look at it.
Well, no, it just becomes down to a business dispute that went wrong. But the problem that we've got now is we've got so many people that have listened to these two individuals. We've got partners out there that have been told to set up companies who don't even know the arse end of a company. And they've got all these stupid contracts that they think are worth something, but they're all worth toilet paper. The name on the contract is a company that got shut down on the 3rd of September. 2 days after I started investigating, they shut down the company. I thought, they've bent at the knees. And all they've done is keep having their hand out, taking people's money. And not even this, it just gets worser. There's no word I know. But on their website, they're telling people they're making money by doing liquidity pool trading, investing in blockchain technologies, and they're doing water-cooled mining. And this is how they're generating the high returns, which are unheard of, too good to be true. So each of these here.
Get the FTC to do something about it.
Look, we're working with governments, and things are really happening. I mean, it's done. It's done. And we've got stupid people I've got 140 people, and only a very few of them have actually come to me saying that they want my help. Now, they all have been promoting it to their friends and family. They have all invested with stupid contracts, and now they all want their money back. They want their money back.
A lot of them are probably backed into a corner where it's like, if this doesn't pay out for them, they're really screwed.
They've gone and got mortgages. They have borrowed money from companies that we know that people have borrowed the money from companies when they shouldn't have to invest in Goliath.
Because you can take out a business loan then. Fuck.
Well, if this company was able to generate the funds that they said they could, guaranteed with insurance, then why did they need other people's money?
Well, isn't that the question of the year every time we come across one of these things?
And it's heartbreaking because I know people, every time I get a phone call, it's 100,000, 300,000, 500,000. And I made a mistake yesterday. I mean, I made a mistake yesterday.
On their LLCs, probably. You can get a lot more for that. That makes me kind of pissed.
So yesterday I alleged that there was a $723,000 investor who might be hurting a bit at the moment. I was wrong. It's actually a $723,000 debt to an airline company where Christopher hasn't been paying his bills. So, this isn't what happens when a company's claiming to be the richest company in the world, holding $5 million Christmas parties, getting Jason Cirillo, who is well known for promoting pump and dump opportunities. If you read his Wikipedia page, it states what involvement he has. And, buying $4 million worth of cars, between Nick and Chris and their own admission, claiming that they've paid $8.5 million for a building in downtown Orlando, even though they've shut the company down. They've got Nick buying an $8.5 million ranch, and Chris gets an $8.5 million house. He's not even allowed to go to the bloody golf course that backs onto his property because they don't want him as a member. The London house don't want you as a member either, Chris. So try going back in there. You know, all these companies all the charities around Orlando are red-faced, hoping that they're not going to get their money clawed back that you've pledged, not given. So you stood up in the White House on Fentanyl Day after paying $250,000 to push your way in there, and you stood up and told Jackie Segal that you were pledging $2 million to her charity that fights cancer. And you've pledged it. I have spoken to their attorney, and he tells me they're hoping they're going to get the money. And I go, don't hope too much. You're not going to get the money. But he did that. And then a week later, when it was Crypto Day, he's using the same photos to claim that he was there on Crypto Day, smoozing with people in the White House. I mean, you know, all the charities that were in Orlando that have been benefiting, like one charity, like if you go to this website we're on here, right? You go down here, it talks about his acquisitions. The company's acquisitions are all Chris's private acquisitions. All the things that he's invested in, that he's claiming Goliath is, are actually all in Chris's name. That's what we've heard. Nothing to change the facts. We don't need to prove that. You come down here and we look at our impact. What type of impact has this clown had in your life? Do these people...
Made a lot of people go broke, probably. I mean, there's that.
So you've got on the left of Chris, on the left, which way is that way? On the left of Chris, you've got James, which is Christopher's brother. On the next to him, you've got Steve Davis, who's published his own article in the Business Insider magazine as a sponsored article to promote his book about alpha males. And now,
Why do they all do like this?
I know. And now he's got a book out about going into the house when it's burning, and it's had 7 reviews on Amazon, and 2 of them are 1-star reviews. And I haven't been privy to doing that.
Do you have the books? Do you have the alpha male book?
No, I wouldn't even bother. But we had his article removed.
I would love that.
He's given me a hard time. He doesn't realise I've actually had a 2-page spread in the New York Times, the printed edition, and I've been in a Bloomberg documentary because I bust scammers. I don't get the view. I used to get views, but my YouTube channel got attacked, but that's a different story. However, I've also been in the Guardian newspaper, and I've helped multiple news agencies with intel when reporting on scammers. But I'm an investigator. I am a YouTuber. I use that to generate leads. But don't criticize me for my YouTube views. Criticize me for the impact that I have at exposing scammers. And so we've got a fireman. I don't know what James used to do for work. That's his brother. So you've got a fireman, a mystery person that might have worked at In-N-Out Burger with Chris. So Christopher's sitting there. So Christopher's working at In-N-Out Burger. Got fired for stealing.
Short.
Yeah, he is short, but he used to be chubby too. But he sucked all the fat out of your body with one of those.
I went to the gym with Alex.
So then you've got Nick Petrillo, who's flying around in jets at the moment, living in an $8.5 million house. And he's flying his father around for his 70th birthday just a couple of days ago. So we don't even know if he's in Orlando at the moment. But now he's suing Christopher. I mean, this lineup is ridiculous. And then you've got Tomo, who's flying to New Zealand to intimidate me on a business flight that cost $22,000. And his business, he opened up a new rejuvenational centre that's failing. He's got no friends. He even left a lady that he got pregnant. He left her when she was 8.5 months pregnant.
Oh, no.
So he broke up with his, I don't know, fiance or girlfriend, whatever it was, when she was 8.5 months pregnant. This guy is like 12 years policeman. So he's and then you've got Vince Goriata there. Now he's in deep regret. And I've been contacted by somebody, which I can't quite explain who it is, but he's trying to be a victim here at the moment. Now, you've got a company that says, everybody who's invested, don't worry, we're going to pay you. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong, my ass. Everything's wrong with this picture. And let's go through some of the pictures while here's The door
He's
got
in a
shut.
velvet suit. Oh, wow.
No, it's the wee broadery thing that's so beautiful. But this was a $500,000 dinner. This year, $5 million dinner. And we even had people in there filming, taking photos, gathering intel. We had people who were following Christopher. And he has no idea what's coming to him. The whoopee truck has got nothing. This is big, mate. We've got this covered. And I get criticized because I've got 200 views on my video from, this is just, you can't make that. Now look at the.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I hardly get 200 views on my videos, so.
Yeah. I'm not here for clicks, though. That's the stupid thing. They always go after. I mean, this lineup here is priceless. These are the people that you want to go after to get your money back. I mean, we've got Hunter in there. I've been trying to get his phone number. I've now got his mother's phone number. Everybody here are the people that have been running the scam. Now, they're all going to come out of the woodwork and they're going to claim that they were innocent and they didn't know, and they believe what Christopher said. Christopher has got no proof whatsoever that he was doing anything other than just taking your money. No proof. The videos that you see on the homepage of Goliath Ventures are stolen from a company that was doing water-cooled crypto mining. Now, we reached out to that company and got crickets. They're a Dubai company. Those videos are not... We've seen the original video, and then we've seen the one with Goliath Ventures slapped on top of it. They've pinched the videos to give you the illusion they're doing something for your money. And there's no proof of it. Now, when I first come out here with my guns blazing, they could have just answered my questions, but they didn't. In fact, Steve Davis yesterday was claiming that I said, "Where's the money?" And he wouldn't answer me. He kept on saying, "You've only got 200 clicks." And I go, "But where?" And he said, "You're lying and I'm a scammer." And I said, "Okay, then, well, tell us where the money is." And we waited. And then he kept on going on about me rather than where is the money. Everyone wants to know where the money is. So these guys here, these are the guys, and I don't even know why they leave this website online. And these are the people. So here's the relationships, the people that they were hugging. These are the people who are now going to be going, "Where's my money?" This is the man. This is the man. These are the guys. Look at these lovely people. They've all stolen your money. What have we got? Lamborghini, real estate agent, another real estate agent. Hey? So these are all trades. These are all tradespeople. These are not professionals. These are not executives. These are all people that have been thrown under the bus by Christopher. I mean, look, Tomo.
In leather pants.
Look at this. Nick's got no socks on. Who the hell wears no socks? Look at this.
What is going on?
And people have been telling them to take their photos of their friggin' website, and they've actually been doing it. Who are these people? Are they investors? I don't know. Are these somebody prominent people? Look at us having good times with your money. You know, even the waiter's having a good giggle. Who dyes their hair? That guy. Look at him, his diamond earrings.
Same people over and over again.
Well, Christopher's the man of the moment. Christopher's the in and out burger flipper who got fired for stealing. And now all of a sudden he knows how to do liquidity pool trading and pancake swaps that make the returns on investment that are unheard of. He's living in Dubai. He's now in Florida. Act quick. Everyone act quick, because he will be trying to get on a plane. Oh, that's right. He hasn't paid his $723,000 bill for flying around. How's he going to leave Orlando at the moment? I mean, you know.
Well, he just went to Dubai, it looked like.
There you go. That's the photo. So that's Nick and Christopher with their badges on their shirt saying, "Look at me. I'm a Goliath hero." And now you've got the operations director suing Christopher for the same reason everyone's holding back and listening to this stupid lies. You know, it's just, you can't make this shit up. Who are these people? Don't know.
I don't know, but
that dress is a bit small for that girl.
I think is that, what was her name?
I don't know, but her dress is a little bit. her dress is a little
That's
bit small for her. Just saying.
That's Minty or whatever.
Mint?
What was her name?
Maybe that was the band. Maybe that was some famous band. But anyway, it's just sort of goes on and on. I mean, it's kind of like we just hope that I hope that families don't get hurt. I mean, these individuals really need to be held accountable. You know, we've got this year's photos. You know, but what I originally went to their website for, these charities here were all offered money. We rang up one charity, and one charity told us that they had never received a donation from Goliath Ventures. And then 3 hours later, they reached out to us again. They said they did find a donation, and they received $300 from Goliath Ventures 2 years earlier. But if you read this here, I said, Goliath Ventures is proud to support both local and international charities, communities and schools. Goliath Ventures has donated over $1 million over the past year and more than $4 million to charities and communities efforts since 2019. They've pledged $2 million to Jackie Segal's, and we've been in contact with her family. We know all about it, Chris. And you've pledged that money, but you haven't paid that money. You haven't paid your airline bills. Your houses have got mortgages on them. Who are you? What are you? I mean, you must be sitting there sweating at the moment thinking, hope the brotherhood, the alpha guys are going to save me. They're coming after you, mate. Nick is coming after you. Your mate, your bosom buddy is now suing you. Oh, you just can't make this shit up. Anyway, I thought I'd have that. I think I'm done. I don't know what else to say.
Feel better now?
I think I've got it off my chest. Anyway, that is friggin' hilarious. And this is the company.
Minky.
This
That
company.
was it. Minky.
Minky will be sweating at the moment. So if this company has been investing in Goliath Ventures, I wouldn't be surprised, even though when I asked them a few questions before I went live one day, they come back and sent me this email in red writing going, can we ask you questions? Do not publish us. We haven't invested in Goliath Ventures. I don't believe a word you're saying. That's just my opinion, but I wouldn't believe anything these guys are saying because they've been claiming 5 to 7% return on investments. What the heck? And they're using, what would you believe? Well, they were using Black Block, but they've taken it off their website. So if you've invested in this company, I would be asking the hard questions as well. Yes. Anyway, I'm just going to give me a second. I'm just going to say, so there you go. There's a lawsuit going on at the moment between Nick Petrillo and Christopher Delgado. I must get that right one day. Hope you enjoyed watching. See you in the next video.